could go ahead and tiptoe through your life, digging in the dirt, you can stress on the strife, but I'm gonna fly past the worry and the pain today. I'm flying on faith, flying on faith. I'm flying on faith, faith. You could cry all night about the things that you hate, so dissatisfied in so many ways, but I'm gonna find a way to celebrate today. I'm flying on faith, flying on faith. I'm flying on faith, flying on faith. Picked up my baggage and I threw it out the door.
Good morning. Good morning. I pray that you're having the most amazing morning possible. I say that because I really, really mean it. I think that so often we get caught up in the feelings and the emotions of the things going on around us, and we forget that we get to set the tone for our day, whether it's getting up, taking a walk, and communicating with God. Remember our prayer guided walk where we can invite Him to walk with us and then begin to notice those things around us and ask Him to help us set the tone for our day. You can do a prayer walk, or you can get up, and with me, it's here in my living room. I've shown you my little exercise area. Get up, do a workout, something that's going to stimulate you and get your blood pumping and, get your mind right. And I just want you to know that when I say have a good morning, I sincerely mean it, people. So let's get on up. Have the best day that we can possibly have. And just like the song says when it was coming in, I'm flying on faith today. Yes, I'm flying on faith. And I believe that it is going to be a good day. Let me start by letting you know that for me, wellness is about more than just our physical health. Remember, wellness is an overall body, mind, and spirit. They work together to transform us into the best person that we can be, into the healthiest person that we can be. And we know, scientists has proven that all three of those things work in conjunction, so much so that the doctors and the big established hospitals have set up criteria that they do their assessment by. They ask questions about your physical well-being. What symptom is bringing you here today? They also ask about your mental well-being. They want to know how mentally stable you are, in the essence of, have you ever wanted to hurt yourself? Have you ever felt down? Have you ever felt disconnected from yourself? They want to know those things. And they ask about your spiritual well-being. Do you pray? Do you follow a religious pattern? Would you like to be seen by a priest, a rabbi, a shaman, whoever it is? So if healthcare has recognized it, how much more so should we begin to look at all three of those things in conjunction with each other to get to our best quality of life? Today, we're talking about core strength, but before we go into core strength, I want to give you my disclaimer, because I want you to understand that you need more than just me on your healthcare team, more than just you on your healthcare journey, but we all work together. So my disclaimer is that I'm not a physician or a certified nutritionist, and this should not be considered medical advice. You should see your physician before starting any diet or exercise program. And I always kind of laugh when I read that, because for me, this is not a diet or exercise program. This is talking about your wellness, your overall wellness. And part of that is including your physician in the whole process. In fact, today, after I'm done with this, I've got to head over and get lab work done. Okay. Because it's time for my annual physical. Lots of people do theirs in January. Mine is in June, actually. But then, if you remember, I told you I've been dealing with a lot of cramping in my legs. So I'm pushing it up a little bit so we can see and make sure that everything's okay. And ever since I made the doctor's appointment, guys, my legs have been okay. So, anyway, that doesn't matter. I'm still going to go get my lab work done today. And then I'm going to go next week for my actual doctor's appointment. So they should be a part of your healthcare team. Now, let's get into the meat and potatoes of today. We know that as we age, we lose muscle mass. This morning, my workout routine was a core strength routine. And guess what? I was in my chair. We're going to talk more about chair exercises in another episode, but I'm going to make sure that I drop that particular exercise that I did today in the chat. Good morning, Spring. So good to see you on. Let's see. If you're on today, drop where you're watching from. So I know you're watching from Savannah, Spring, but drop it in the chat anyway, so that people who come in can see who you are and where you are. So today's topic, like I said, is core strength. And it is something that we all have to reckon with. You know, men you see and women who get into bodybuilding. Miss Ernestine that we watched a few weeks ago has a mean core, you know, the 6-pack. Mine is more like a 2-liter, but we're working on it so that we can get better core strength. It is what holds your body up. It is your powerhouse. Yes, you have to have a good muscular system. Yes, you have to have a great skeletal system, all working in conjunction. But that core strength is what helps motivate and move you in the right direction. If you've never tested it before, have surgery, okay? Have surgery on your abdomen, and you're going to find out just what I mean. I had surgery a few years ago. They actually went in and had to remove my gallbladder, and a few other things happened during that particular surgery. And when I woke up, they said we could not do the laparoscopic, which is, you know, where they just make a small incision and put tools. We had to actually open. So I have a scar going right down the middle of my belly. And so I went to even sit up in the bed, and I mean, literally like this. Oh my God. Oh my God. Your core is what gets you up and gets you moving. It's from turning to coughing to breathing. Breathing, guys. Breathing. It controls your breathing as well. So, wouldn't you say that it is pretty powerful, pretty important? Yeah, I would. So, let's get on back into talking about it. Do you have a slumped posture? I do. It's hereditary in the sense that I saw it in all of my mother's relatives. It seemed like everybody kind of slouched over. Well, when I say hereditary, it's really not. It's just a lack of core strength. And so we need to work on those things. Are you suffering with lower back pain, or do you have trouble with balance? It also, if you don't have a good, strong core, it increases your risk for falls, because the way you hold and carry that core actually helps in movement and balance. So anyway, I don't know about you, but I want to sit taller, stand taller. I want to breathe more efficiently. I want to reduce the strain on my lower back and my joints, especially as I age. And I want to feel more energized, and I want to feel more grounded. In Proverbs chapter 3, verse 8, it says, "This will bring health to your body and nourishment to your bones." He's talking about the word and being obedient and finding wisdom and all of those great things. However, I believe it can also be attributed to our core strength and our posture. It will bring health to your entire body. And it is not easy, guys. It's not easy getting there. Here are a few simple ways to activate your core during the day. Doing nothing. When I say doing nothing, I mean you're not getting on your workout clothes like I have on now, my warrior shirt and your leggings, and you don't have to do that. These are some things that you can do just on a regular, everyday basis. All of us at some point, we either go to the grocery store or we're standing up cooking or we're doing something. In that time period, pull your belly button gently towards your spine. I want you to do that right now. If you're sitting like this, I want you to actually pull your body up, and almost it's like you're trying to make your belly button touch your spine. It automatically pulls your shoulders up and it gives you an erect posture. What? Yes. So if you're in line waiting, or if you're, like I said, you're cooking in your kitchen, or you're standing on your front porch being nosy like Ramon Grimes can do sometimes, whatever it is, if you're standing, pull, or sitting even, but pull your belly like you're trying to make your belly button touch your spine. Hold it for 10 seconds and release it. Back again. And it also makes you deep breathe, guys. Come on now, 2 for 1. When you're brushing your teeth, stand on one leg. Yes, I'm putting this in there because I want you to just think about all of those practical moments that you, my friend, can do something about your core health and improve your core strength. When you're brushing your teeth in the morning, which I pray all of us brush our teeth in the morning, stand on one leg. This is going to cause you to engage your core to help you stand. Right now, as I'm sitting, I'm lifting one leg, and it automatically pulls my body up, pulls my core, and makes it work. And do the same thing. Hold that for 10 seconds, then do the other leg. And then, keep brushing your teeth, because what you're doing is you're trying to improve your core strength and your balance, okay? Getting up from a chair. Did you realize how much you engage your core? Getting up and down. Like I said, if you don't know, you ever have surgery on your core, you'll find out. You will find out just how important it is when you get up and down. So when you're getting up from a chair, use your core instead of pulling with your hands. I'm going to demonstrate. I think I can kind of get far enough away back, but as you see, I'm in my workout clothes. So instead of, and I don't have armrests here, but most of us, we kind of push up like that with our hands to get up. Don't. Kind of just let your hands hang, be free, whatever, and use your core to get up. Use it even when you sit down. When you're getting up and down, you'll feel it. Do this so you can kind of see how you're engaging your core. Guess what? You are doing chair exercises. I love it. We can do so much without having to, my chair went off track, I use my core. Come on. Our core is our, as I said, our powerhouse. It's the thing that makes us go, guys. It keeps us from falling over. All right. This last little tip I want to give you here. This one is when you're walking. Imagine a string lifting your chest and engaging your midsection as you walk. We've done those posture. If you're a woman, you've probably done etiquette at one point in your life in high school, because they used to do this. I'm like, why are we doing this? What does this mean? But imagine that string, imaginary string pulling you up. What it does is it engages your core. It pulls your posture, makes you breathe deeper. Come on. All of those things that we know alleviate stress, those things that help us have a better overall mental well-being happens because we're intentional about our core. Breathing deeper. Remember, when we breathe deeper, we send more oxygen throughout our body. When we send more oxygen throughout our body, we begin to feel less of that cortisol coursing through our veins. And then we begin to feel an overall feeling of well-being from walking. Guys, instead of doing this, pull yourself up. And when you do, you're going to feel that core engage. Sorry about that. Was doing dishes. It's bug and Walmart run day. Okay. No problem, Spring. We're glad that you are with us today. But even something as simple as walking, standing, getting up and down from the chair, and when you're brushing your teeth, all of those things can be a part of you getting your core in shape. You don't need a yoga mat to build a better core. You should just be aware of your core, aware of your posture. And if you begin to engage it, you are going to strengthen it. Now, are you going to get a six-pack from just walking and feeling the string? No. But you're going to get a better quality of life. And now, if you want to get on over there and do the six-pack workout, I can post that for you. But today, what I'm going to do is I am going to put a video in the chat that is going to lead you to Grow with Joe, a chair exercise that I did this morning that I got a little haughty about. I'm just going to tell you the truth. I did. I was kind of like, oh, it's a chair exercise. I'm just doing it so that I can, let them know about this chair exercise. And honey, she got me. Okay. So when you are watching that particular episode, and I'll say watching, when you are engaging with that particular episode and you're doing the chair routine, my request to you is until you have worked your core and gotten to the place where you want to be, don't try to go at the same speed with her, okay? Slow it down for yourself. Even, skip a few, whatever you have to do until you build up your strength. If I remember correctly, it's like about a 12-minute video. It's not long at all, but it's power packed and it works on that core. One of the exercises, let me show you. My chair is in a little dizzy mode this morning. One of the exercises is just this. And you're bringing a leg up. I want you, if you can, do this where you are right now and tell me what you notice. I'm sitting down, but every time I move my arms and lift my leg, I feel my core. I was doing it at about medium pace. She does it fast pace. Slow it down for yourself, okay? Because I don't want you passing out, falling on the floor. Because remember, I'm not a physician. And I'm not going to be there to pick you up off the floor. So take it slow. Take it slow. But that movement alone engages our core and gives us, you start to have a confidence when you're walking across the room and you know that you've done those things to increase your core involvement. And so today I already did. I posted it in the chat. And so you go grab that, pull up that video and engage with it today as much as you can. It's a 12-minute video. You may be able to do 5 minutes of it, and you may be able to do the whole 12 minutes. And you may be able to do it at her pace, or you may have to do it really slow. You may even be one of those amazing people who can add some weights, a 2 to 3 pound weight to your movements. It does not matter. What matters is that you are moving and that you are engaged. So friends, don't underestimate the power of your core. You were created to stand tall, your body, your spirit, your mind. And let's commit this week to mindful movement. breathing deeply, sitting tall, and engaging our core. You are strong and you are still becoming your best person. And as your wellness journey moves forward, remember that you can connect to the God you serve, and He will give you the strength that you need to get to the best quality of life possible. And just a reminder, this is Pastor V on Wellness. Make sure you share this with someone who needs to hear this information that I gave you today. And stand tall in grace today. Okay, guys? Stand tall in God's grace. Keep walking in wellness. And until next time, my prayer and desire for you is that you be blessed and be whole. Have a great Monday.